What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Friday, October 15th, 2021. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you're having a great week up to this point. It's Friday, Venus Day, Sun Jupiter Day. I think there's a lot to be grateful for, and there's a lot to relate to, and there's a lot of beauty that we can be expanding on right now. But it's been heavy lately, so hopefully, we can see the positives in maybe the work or the heaviness that we have had to put in, and sort of just the way everything's kind of unfolding in unpredictable manners in the world, and quite possibly in our personal lives as well, and kind of just have to be able to connect to the flow. The flow is important. We're also going to see in the helio chart today, which I'll show when I pull up the charts, is Venus Jupiter conjunct in Pisces. They both love Pisces, and it's our two benefics from the sun's point of view. That's powerful today. Today could be a turning point. I'm not gonna lie. Today could be like radical. The sun's at 22 degrees, Jupiter's at 22 degrees. 2 and 2 is a 4. This is Uranian. We're dealing with Jupiter in Aquarius. This is like the most unpredictable benefits can show up if you've been doing the right experiments in life. I'll be honest, if you've been experimenting with the right people, the right groups, the right information, and not just getting, trapped into the experiment that society's pushing on you with Saturn square Uranus, we could see a lot of benefit, but we could also see things changing quick. And Jupiter is an amplifier, so there's an amplifying nature to today's energy. We got to be grateful and thankful and go kind of with the flow of this energy, but it's wow, a lot could show up today, and it is retrograde, so we might be seeing where every experiment up until this point is meant to be going is going, and where the future of that actually is supposed to go. The moon's going to meet with Jupiter in Aquarius and trine the sun, and you know what, Aquarius is 5th house to Libra, so there's something about creation right now. There's something about individual power and putting that out there in your most authentic form. There's also this level of disconnect from what isn't going into the right future. If shit is out of balance, stop weighing out the stuff that doesn't matter. And I would say that Mars over today and tomorrow with the quincunx to Neptune makes that really difficult. It's we want to get to the bottom of all this stuff. We want to see the gifts. We want to expand. We want to grow. And then the sun's also with the square to Pluto. And Mars is going to square Pluto. We're in such a transformative time. I think we need to be open and willing for whatever life is trying to transform and just be ready for it. It's there's an unpredictability to today that, it might test our faith. There's something about that. We could have our faith tested and have to see the bright side, or maybe we're just feeling ready for it, and maybe the change and the unconventionality of reality that we currently live in a Uranus and Taurus unstable reality. We're just yep, it's unstable, let's go, I'm ready for the next chapter. It's a interesting time to be alive. We're starting to see big things happen. Maybe it doesn't happen today, but maybe today's more of that inner abundance and belief in self to really level the playing field and to get things in order and balance for what's going to really expand your journey. So I think there's a level of risk. There's a level of maybe we don't have to just have everything completely understood or figured out, but let's be willing to keep the experiments going that do feel right within our heart, as this trine would be 5th house to the sun and Mars. So the moon will touch into Pisces, could get a little sensitive by the evening. I just feel there's a coldness right now to this energy with the Aquarian energy, but it's it's not cold if you're connecting to what lights you up. It's only cold if you're feeling overburdened by the coldness of life. So we got to remember the light and the love within us. And I think that that's where we can really connect and put some positive steps forward. There absolutely can be positivity today. It's supposed to be one of the most positive days of the year. So I do hope that you're feeling that. We are seeing Venus come to 9 degrees. It's getting ready to finish up with the first decan of Sagittarius. So we're kind of seeing where things can, grow when it comes to our relationships. And it is Libra season. So what's expanding and what's contracting, as we just had a moon Saturn and Saturn's direct now, we can feel some things are pushing us down or weighing us down got to remember to really find our worth and expand upon that and grow and, believe that the magic is out there for us if we're willing to maybe go on the journey. And maybe we don't know what the journey looks like, but we're getting ready to transform into it. And why not be positive about that? Because who's to say that God doesn't have a beautiful plan on this journey for each and every one of the people that stay in their unconventional self and their truth, and they've been listening to facts and North Node Geminiing it, and pivoting in life. A lot of life is just right now. It's been about a pivot, and it's like that's the great, gift right now is how well you can pivot to balance out your life and to really find beauty there without getting stuck in the pivot with Mars quincunx Neptune. Like, I don't know. Mercury retrograde is going to come to 10 degrees. It's going to sit there until Monday when it stations direct. And it'll station right after Jupiter stations direct too. So this like higher mind, lower mind is stopped. There's almost a sense of timelessness, even though Saturn just kicked back on. I feel like this is where we're really exploring possibilities. And maybe we see how that looks in the outer world, or maybe we're just getting some, really powerful insight into what that can look like for ourselves. Mercury's going to sit in opposition to Chiron for a while, and we just don't want to question the warrior within us that we can keep trucking right now and to have a positivity around that. So I think today's like, how can you find positivity in unconventional ways by really getting back into your self-worth and really believing in yourself and believing that the right people and the right relationships are trying to come in and expand your world with you. Definitely interesting. We're also seeing Venus work on a sextile here today and tomorrow to Mercury retrograde, which is stationed at 10 degrees. So a lot of, there could be some really good communication. This is definitely a time where you could see some really good aspects show up in people when you're being honest and laying your truth out there and putting the beliefs out there and seeing where we can all expand and kind of like find win-wins in life together. There's something about really accepting where things are going and trying not to tip the scales too much in one favor or another, but really find the middle ground, I would say. And the helio chart's pretty dope. We're going to see Venus and Jupiter come together in helio. That's outstanding. Even Eros and Saturn are together. But Venus loves Pisces. Jupiter loves Pisces. This is very strong energy for us from the sun's point of view. This is exactly where relationships are getting expanded. And I think a lot of it's kind of soulmate-y energy. I'm not going to lie. I feel like this is where like really destined people are here and they're showing up. And it's about using that energy to really go into the unknown of Pisces and to trust in the universe that we can manifest maybe our greatest dreams and our greatest desires by the faith. So it's a powerful time for faith as Venus will start heading towards Neptune. And we are seeing the Earth at 22, just like in Geo with the Sun. We're getting ready for Pluto squares, and we're getting ready for Mars squares to Pluto. And Pluto's about to come to 26 degrees in helio, and we've never lived through that from this perspective, so we're seeing another evolution. And I'll be honest, 26 degrees is the most serious degree of Capricorn, and it's no coincidence that's coming with Pluto squares to Mars and the Sun. So let's be positive and see where things can go because that's the gift right now is the positivity in the unknown and being willing to open any doorway that the universe shows to you. And that could come through maybe doorways closing. I'll be honest. Pluto, this square that we're starting to feel to Pluto, I mean, we could start to see things exit our life and have to accept that and still shine our light and really have like rise up, rebirth, phoenix moments. But it's like believing in the beauty, believing in yourself right now is extremely, extremely important. So I hope you have a beautiful Friday, and I hope you feel the abundance. It's just a good day to practice gratitude, because this is like the treat, I'd say this is the treat of the week. And let's see where it takes us. Be open to anything. And, maybe not judge it, but be open to it. Knight of Cups. Ooh. In reverse. I mean, maybe it's about emotional maturity, um, a level of having that like, all right, I need to kind of grow up and take what the universe is giving me and not get just stuck. Why'd we get that card? I'm not getting a good reading on that card. The Hierophant reversed. Oh yeah. It's time to change up a lot of the beliefs. That's where the gift's at. It's changing up the beliefs to find better emotion and to be able to move in that direction with curiosity and love in our hearts, without maybe being like stubborn or thinking we know it all, having it all figured out. We got the Hierophant. Wow, all reversals. Sun card reversed. It could feel like we're in a time where there's such gifts out there waiting for us, but it can almost feel like with the sun here already waning in light in Libra and losing light every day, that we feel like we're starting to see some of the things changing. These cards are kind of saying like, yeah, there's things to be grateful for, but there's also, we got to be willing to kind of change our ways and get used to change, and keep shining our light even when we're being presented with maybe stuff in life that's trying to take us out of our positivity or take us out of our hope, for creation. So we got to boss up and make things happen. Shine your light today. There's a lot to be thankful and grateful for, and there's definitely gifts showing up, but it feels more about what you've been doing in your personal life and the different ways you've been connecting to what life's been throwing at you to get you in a position to feel more secure, about these times. So very, very intense cards coming up on some very intense astrology. I think today's going to feel pretty good though, so I hope it feels good for you. And I'm sending you all my love and best, and I'll catch you for the weekend forecast tomorrow. Peace.